She painted sunflowers. Wore her hair in braids. Dreamed of being a teacher. But on May 21, 2020, 13-year-old Romina Ashrafi became just another honor-killing statistic in Iran. Her own father waited until midnight, when the village slept, to take a sickle to her neck. 13 strikes, one for every year of her life. The police called it family affairs. The court gave him 9 years, maybe less. And her grave? It bears no name, just daughter of Reza. Because in Iran, a girl's life matters less than a man's pride. This isn't a dark fairy tale. This is the reality for thousands of daughters under Islamic law. And before you look away, ask yourself, what if this was your child? They found her still clinging to a stuffed bear, the one she'd had since kindergarten. 13 wounds, one for every year she dared to exist. The village called it discipline. The court called it 9 years in prison, maybe 3 with good behavior. Her mother was forced to forgive the killer. And Romina? She became another unmarked grave in a country that erases girls like pencil sketches. Romina Ashrafi pressed too hard when she colored. That's what her teacher told us. The kind of child who made sunflowers 3 times too big because they need room to grow. 13 years old. From a village in Iran's Jilin province where the tea is sweet but the laws taste like metal, she dreamed of classrooms, not courtrooms. Of chalkboards, not headstones. But in May 2020, Romina made one fatal mistake: she fell in love. Or maybe just blushed when an older man paid attention. The details don't matter. In Iran, a girl's first crush can be her death sentence. When she ran away with that 35-year-old man, 5 days of what she probably thought was adventure, the police dragged her back home. She screamed. Begged. Clung to the officer's desk until her nails broke. "He'll kill me," she warned. They returned her anyway. Because in Iran, a father's honor matters more than a daughter's pulse. The coroner would later count 37 separate wounds. But only 13 mattered, the deep ones. The killing ones, the ones that turned a child's bedroom into a crime scene. What the report won't tell you. Romina's fingers were broken. From holding on to that bedsheet. From trying to stay alive just a moment longer. By sunrise, the village knew. The police knew. Iran knew. But here's what they'll never admit: this wasn't crime of passion. This was slow, methodical slaughter. The kind that happens when a country teaches men that daughters are property. And property? Well, property can be disposed of. May 21, 2020. 11:47 p.m. Romina Ashrafi was pretending to sleep when the door opened. She knew that footstep. The sickle's blade scraped against the wall as her father entered, the same tool they used to harvest rice every autumn. This time, the harvest would be different. First strike, the blade caught her shoulder. She screamed. Second strike, her forearm, raised in defense. Third through 12th, the bed became a butcher's block. The 13th, that was for shame. When the neighbors finally knocked at dawn, they found Reza Ashrafi calmly smoking in the yard, his clothes stiff with his daughter's blood. 9 years. That's what Iranian justice valued a 13-year-old girl's life at. 9 years, with possibility of parole in 3, less time than you'd serve for stealing a car. Less time than Romina Ashrafi even got to live. The courtroom smelled of cheap disinfectant that day, masking the iron scent still clinging to her father's hands. He didn't cry. Didn't flinch. Just nodded when the judge cited Article 220. The law that turns murder into parental discipline. They made her mother forgive him. Not asked. Made. Pressed her thumb into ink and forced it onto the pardon papers while male relatives stood guard. This is Iran's version of justice, where the victim's family becomes the criminal's alibi. Where mourning your own child is seen as defiance against God's will. Within weeks, they erased her. School records altered. Gravestone left unnamed. Even the local clinic where she was born lost her paperwork. The system didn't just fail Romina, it actively conspired to prove she never mattered at all. Meanwhile, her killer's cell has air conditioning. 3 meals a day. Family visitation rights to the daughter he hasn't killed yet. This isn't justice, this is a how-to manual for femicide. And until Article 220 burns, there will be more Rominas. More sickles. More fathers counting down the years until they can go home to new daughters. It's not just Romina. In 2022, a man in Isfahan stabbed his 15-year-old daughter 11 times, got 18 months. In Tehran, a father burned his daughter alive for failing virginity tests, case dismissed. The law doesn't just allow this, it encourages it. Every light sentence is a message, go ahead. She's yours to destroy. And the world? They look away. Call it cultural differences. Meanwhile, Iran's prisons are full of women who showed their hair, while the men who slaughter them get hailed as guardians of morality. This is the law that killed Romina Ashrafi. Not the sickle. Not her father. This, right here. Article 220 of Iran's Islamic Penal Code, which grants fathers legal immunity for murdering their children if they claim honor. A loophole carved in blood. A get-out-of-jail-free card stamped with a girl's last breath. Here's how it works: kill your daughter. Just say she disgraced the family. Prove she talked to a boy. Show the court her text messages. And voila, your sentence gets cut in half, or worse, you walk free with a fine, because in Iran, a daughter's life has a price tag. Romina's was roughly $3,500. This isn't religion. This isn't justice. This is state-sanctioned femicide, and until Article 220 burns, the killing won't stop. The regime retaliates, of course. Parents get arrested for naming babies Romina. Schools expel girls who mention her. But you can't kill a ghost, especially one who laughs in their faces every time another daughter survives. Every time a father hesitates before raising his fist. Every time a judge pauses before citing Article 220. Romina Ashrafi should be 17 today. She's not, but somewhere in Iran right now, a girl is painting sunflowers too big for the page. A mother is hiding a passport. A father is lowering his knife. And in the dark, where the law can't reach, Romina's legacy grows. They tried to erase her. Burned her school records. Scrubbed her name from official documents. But Romina Ashrafi's ghost refuses to die. In alleyways from Jailan to Tehran, her face appears overnight, wheat pasted onto walls, inked onto protest signs, carved into park benches where teenage girls sneak kisses with boys. A silent rebellion against the lie that honor can ever come from murder. Her death became a weapon. In 2021, 400 girls called Iran's abuse hotline in a single day, whispering, "I don't want to be the next Romina." Underground feminist networks now teach children how to disable phone trackers, hide bruises with makeup, stitch emergency cash into headscarves, survival skills number 13-year-old should need. Send this to everyone you know. The next Romina is out there, and your voice could be her shield. Her name was Romina. Don't let them forget. Romina's story doesn't end here. It lives in every share, every like, every voice that refuses to stay silent. If this video shook you, don't look away. Hit like right now if you believe no child should die for honor. Subscribe and turn on notifications. We bring you the raw, unfiltered truth about crimes the world tries to bury. Type "Justice for Romina" in the comments. Let's make sure her name trends worldwide.